let's start with I suppose if you're a big Call of Duty fan, you'd know that Vanguard had I suppose is it a limited closed beta this weekend?
Yeah, I think there's another one next week.
Yeah, so I
I'm not
think
mistaken.
PlayStation gets, it had the exclusive early access this week. The next week, it's open to all PlayStation people, but, access to everyone else who pre ordered. And then the following week, if I'm not mistaken, is a full on open beta. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, Call of Duty Vanguard is this year's edition of Call of Duty. They've gone back to the World War II era. But for all intents and purposes, I've just spent about 3 to 4 hours in the multiplayer. And I mean, I'm not the biggest Call of Duty fan. I sort of dip in and out every now and then with different editions over the years. But yeah, at face value, it's just the fast-paced Call of Duty that multiplayer that you probably recognize. If you're looking at the footage, it's very fast-paced. Respawning is like within 3 to 5 seconds.
It's the fast-paced war that your grandfather fought.
It's it's like incredibly fast. But yeah, it's
Jesus, yeah, this is fast.
It's super fast,
and it's crazy. Yeah,
but just I think the biggest changes. So the mode I'm playing here is a new mode. Oh well, let's just recap. There are obviously the familiar favorites. Team deathmatch, domination, which is there are 3 points on the map. You have to capture them to get points. And kill confirmed, I believe, is a staple where if you kill someone, they drop a dog tag. You have to try pick it up to get more points.
Your points only go up when you get the dog tag. When you get the kill. Yeah.
But I'm actually playing domination at the moment on the footage if you are watching. But later on, you'll see there's a new game mode called Patrol, which is it basically takes domination. Instead of having 3 points, it puts 1 point in the map, and it's constantly moving. It moves very slowly. It's not like it's
sort of like King of the Hill.
Yeah, I suppose somebody gets the most kills, you have to follow them around, try to kill them. But Patrol is very much there's 1 point in the map. It moves sort of around the map very slowly, and you have to try to stay within the ring, to capture it and keep control of it for as long as possible, because that's what gets your team points.
So does the ring move?
The ring slowly? Actually, it almost moves on like a slow track around the map.
Okay.
So
that's
when
cool.
when I first played it, I mean, again, I've only played a few hours. I really like that mode. I think it's just an interesting twist, if I could call it that, as opposed to camping a point or constantly respawning and capturing and running away to another point. You're incentivized to follow this point around. And even though you die a lot, because I mean, it's Call of Duty, the time to kill is very quick. Respawn's quick, and it's fun to, get into those frantic firefights where, for example, like, okay, the ring's on this part of the map. It's moving this way. It's about around the corner. It's owned by the enemy. I'll throw a grenade there and then rush in. You might get a kill too, then you capture the point, but you might die 5 seconds later. But then you respawn and you do it again. And I found that like very entertaining. I mean, there's some nice feeling you get just knowing like, okay, there's enemies there. I know what to expect. I'm going to go in and get a kill too. I'm probably going to die, but it's going to be fun trying regardless. But I found that I've read some people's early impressions, and some people don't enjoy it. They're like, no, it's too chaotic, it's too frantic, it
very looks
unforgiving.
Very chaotic.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but I think it's just a nice twist, I guess.
I mean, that is Call of Duty staples. It's like a very small time to kill, and just like in and out of battle. There's something that I've noticed just looking at this footage. What the fuck is going on with these guns? Like, these look like modern guns. There's like hollow sights, there's silencers.
Yeah, so I was telling you, it always blows my mind where we've gone back to World War II. Like, there's obviously been a reason for this, some, I don't know, executive decision or team decision, but you kind of can't go back to conventional World War II when your fan base expects, modern warfare with lots of different attachment options, lots of ways to customize your weapons. Like, imagine coming to this game after the last Call of Duty and it's like, cool, you can choose your gun. And that's it. Some people be like, yeah, but I want to change my scope.
Because
and my
that's how it
grip
used to
and this.
be. Like that's
Yeah, I mean that's old school Call of Duty. But yeah, like I was telling you, it's funny because it's World War II aesthetically, but in terms of functionality, it very much feels like, yeah, I don't know if this scope I have on this weapon existed back then. Or
I mean, I'm literally looking at this gun you're using here, and it's got like a sight with like a yellow.
yeah, it's like a little hollow sight almost.
Yeah, it's a hollow sight, and it's got a silencer. And being Call of Duty, I imagine that a battle pass will let you eventually buy a sight customization upgrade that will let the reticle be a weed emoji or something for real
or
World
something
War II
different.
authenticity,
Yeah. Well, let me just scrub through this footage quickly because you'll see. Is it after this map? Yeah. Have a look at the customization here. There's a lot.
Ridiculous. They're like, if we make this what is this foregrip wood, then it's authentic. If it's not metal, we'll make it just wood because that's what they used in World War II.
Historical accuracy aside, like throw it out the window because it doesn't have that. But in terms of customization, it is very cool to have the option. So if you watch again, you're watching the footage, you'll see, if I equip this magazine, for example, or this foregrip, it's like you'll get, maybe better aim, but it'll take longer to aim down sight.
This is a real Frankenstein sort of gun customization.
Yeah, but I mean, look, if you're a Call of Duty fan, it is fun to have the choice. So like me, for example, I love having the ability to look down my scope as quick as possible. I love sprinting around corners and just having the option to aim down sight quick. But I've played against people who have clearly, customized their build to be focused on sniping, for example. And it takes them like an hour to pull their gun up, but like it's a one-hit kill.
If they hit you,
yeah.
So I see you've got perks as well. So it's like three perks. Okay.
It's very much like it's Call of Duty with a World War II skin. At least that is my impression of it. Like,
okay.
It's if you're expecting Call of Duty, like you might be put off going like, oh, but it's World War II. Like I don't like the weapons from World War II. Like I assure you, it's World War II weapons, but you can still customize. Yeah. I think
the base is World War II almost.
Yeah, I think there are 10 aspects of your gun you can customize, from everything from magazine to grip to sight to muzzle to barrel. Like there's a ton.
And it doesn't look like the I think Cold War did this, and I think all the Black Ops before have done this, where you've got like 10 points to spend on your loadout, and every attachment or perk you take adds to those points. So you can have classes where you take no perks, but you put like thousands of attachments on your gun. Here, it doesn't look like that's the case.
No, it looks like you can customize to your heart's content. Okay, you can have any attachment you want, any perk. Okay. But I think one other thing this game adds is there are 3 different flavors, if there's an official name to the different game modes, but every map you can play. So this map, for example, I could play it 6v6, or I could play it 12v12, or there's a new Blitz.
12 on this map.
Hang on, it gets worse. There's a new Blitz mode, which is 24 versus 24.
Oh, fuck no. No, that's too many people.
Which, yeah, so like I get it. It's obviously there to, maybe show off the capabilities of the engine. It can handle that many people while still being super smooth. But
you don't have an instant melee?
No. Well, maybe you do if you have the right attachment. I don't know.
Okay.
24v24 in my experience is too much. It's like I appreciate Call of Duty's got, very quick to kill, but you're very quick back in action. But 24v24, it's just a little too chaotic for my liking. Yeah. I mean, on this map you can kind of get away with it because it's like a medium-sized map. But there's another
small though, like
it's not massive, but there's another hotel map, which is part of the beta, which is much smaller, and I played that Blitz 24 vs 24 team deathmatch, and it was it like going inside is suicide. Like
that sounds like a spawn and die situation.
Yeah,
just like
I mean, within reason, but it's not my favorite. But on the bigger maps, I could see it being fun. Like obviously, I don't have access to the full map pool, but I imagine if you could sit in the lobby and go, well, I specifically want to search this map with 24 vs 24, like you could get away with it. And you can obviously play that. You could play team deathmatch. You could do control. I think kill confirmed is probably the best way to play it, because it must be fun to just run in, get a few kills, grab some dark tags before you die. But just my knee-jerk reaction is it's just too chaotic.
This mode that you're playing now looks real fun.
This is patrol. Yeah, so I quite like it. Look how the circle's moving, and I mean, I'm out in the open, but I die, I spawn, and I'm sprinting back to that point, and it's on a different part of the map. So
I think it's a clever. So I was thinking King of the Hill, where the point like moves on the map, like like teleports. But the fact that this is like moving on a track almost.
Yeah, it's just so like if you're looking at the footage, I know it's around the corner. It's owned by the enemy. There's someone there. I'm gonna throw a grenade.
Nice grenade throw. Love it.
I'm gonna kill that person, but I'm gonna die. But it's fun.
You've got some good kills here already.
Yeah.
So.
I've enjoyed the beta. I'm not the biggest Call of Duty fan, but I appreciate Call of Duty for what it is. It's just a fast-paced shooter, and I could very easily lose hours to this over a weekend or over an afternoon or an evening. And there's incentive to play, because like the progression system, there is the typical, your character levels up, or your profile, where every level gives you either unlock a new weapon or you get a new perk or
very
kill streak.
Traditional Call of Duty.
Yeah, but this, with regards to attachments and weapons, the more you play with the weapon, the more it levels up, and you unlock attachments. So, like, there's a lot to do if you want to sit and grind your way through all the weapons, or just focus on specific weapons. Like, there's incentive to keep playing, because you're constantly unlocking stuff. I mean, based on your performance, when I started the beta, I was doing awful. I wasn't really leveling up.
Getting your eye in,
but when you get into the swing of things, you start getting all those perks and all these new weapons and a whole lot of stuff. And it's good fun. Like, I appreciate that.
It looks good as well. I mean, this is, as far as I know, it's running on the same engine that Infinity War did. Yeah. The Modern Warfare engine, which is why you can like mount your gun on corners and stuff like that. So yeah, that's cool. I mean, Modern Warfare was the last Call of Duty multiplayer that I got really into. I didn't really stick around much for Cold War's multiplayer. I'm interested to see how this integrates into Warzone, obviously, because that runs on the Modern Warfare engine. So I assume them bringing content into one or the other might be a lot easier now. I wonder. Yeah, I mean, I may have missed an announcement for this, but I wonder if Warzone turns into a World War II thing now.
I don't think it turns into World War II, but you might find that. I mean, I don't know. I'm not into Warzone at all, because it's like half a terabyte of space I don't have in my life.
It's a whole
but I
SSD,
imagine, I imagine it's a thing of maybe they include some weapons from this game, or some perks or something from this game. I don't know to what extent that map changes, like, say, Fortnite, where they say, well, it's a new season, we're resetting this map, and this corner of the map will be taken straight from, Vanguard, or I honestly don't know. I can't tell you.
Yeah, because they only slightly did that with the Cold War stuff. They, like, if I'm not mistaken, they transformed the current map. And yeah, like you said, they put in content like weapons and some characters from Cold War. Yeah. But I haven't played Warzone in ages. I mean, I played it quite a bit when it launched, but I just can't keep up with battle royales. There's that remote control car you spoke about. What the fuck?
Like, I'm running. I'm panicking.
They really should have, at this point, like, looking at this footage, I mean, they should. There was that rumor pre-reveal that this was going to be an alternative timeline, sort of World War II, sort of like a Wolfenstein sort of thing. And looking at all the shit they've put in this game, that actually might have been
basically
cool.
Feels like it, yeah.
I mean, it looks like a Wolfenstein where there's just shit in there that should not be there. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's
Look,
cool.
It's good fun. Like, if you enjoy Call of Duty, I mean, I suppose depending on what kind of fan you are and which game you specifically enjoy, you'll either love or hate this. But if you're looking for more Call of Duty, it is Call of Duty. It's just got a World War II aesthetic for all intents and purposes.
Boots on the ground, Call of Duty. No jetpacks here.
I mean, there's a lot of other stuff though, like we've touched on, but no jetpacks, sadly.
No jetpacks, yeah. There's still remote control explosives, but no jetpacks. Yeah. They haven't gone that far into World War II yet, Yeah. That only comes at the end of the war.
My goodness.
Cool.
But
yeah, that looks cool. It looks good visually. I think it looks pretty great.
It's Call of Duty is known for that buttery smooth. It just performance-wise, it always looks and feels good, and
it's still a cross-gen game.
It's cross-gen, yeah. So I think we're not. Oh, that was an awful stun grenade.
Yeah, that was a really bad grenade.
When you pull open the scoreboard, you can see, who's playing on what platform.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm curious. I imagine this will be the last cross-gen one.
I think the next one will be just straight up.
Yeah,
Although we say that, but
yeah, I don't know. I mean, in a year, will the stock issues be sorted out? I'm not sure.
Who knows?
So it could be the next one, could be the last one. I'm just more curious to see what they do with the first like real next gen one.
Yeah. You've now moved on to modern tech exclusively.
Although to be fair, the Modern Warfare engine that they introduced with Modern Warfare was like, to me, felt like a generational leap because they hadn't updated that engine in a long time, and that game just looked fantastic even on PS4 and Xbox One X. So yeah.
Well, that's Call of Duty
Vanguard
coming. When is it launching?
November 5th.
Is it November?
I think, yeah. November 5th. So not far away.
Cool. And there will be additional opportunities to try the game out in future.
Yeah, I think this coming weekend, if you're listening now, at release, is an open beta.
I could be wrong, but I think it's only open for PlayStation.
Yes, yeah.
And then
but
the
you don't
following
need to have
weekend
pre-ordered.
Yeah. And then the following weekend, I think it's a free for everyone. Give it a bash.
Give it a whirl.
Give it a whirl.
And I'm sure they're going to be updating. They'll probably put in more maps. And
they might, swap out a map or two or something.
Cool.
Yeah.